the Disney classic games. This one, I bought this because I love the classic games, right? And I was gonna do the platinum on it, and then I found out like there's a cheat, there's a hack, pretty much, where you can get the platinum and do nothing. And I was like, well, that's not fun, because like if I get the platinum, what does that mean? Like if I do it the real way, you got all these people cheating getting it. So I don't know. I did pop it in. It's fun. I have the original game still in the Super Nintendo. So, but then they released another one which comes with Jungle Book and comes with the Genesis and the SNES version. So I kind of got screwed on this one. But if you like these old games, it is a pretty enjoyable way to play it, I guess, if you don't have the originals. I mean, it is 1080p. It does look good on a big screen, so. Destroy All Humans. I got about halfway into this, didn't finish it. I like the original games. This is you know, an up-res, I guess, or a remake. It's really good. I just didn't get around to finishing it. I don't know what came up. Other games came up, and this is the type of game I can pick up and play whenever. So I will finish it one day. I think it's worth it. If you have an attachment to the old games, you'll like it. Destiny. I did finish the story. I did a little bit of the online with some friends. Pretty good. I mean, this Destiny is a type of game where anybody can play it. You know, my 9-year-old son can pick it up and start playing it. You know, that's how Destiny is. So, good game. Cheap game. Days Gone. Well, this is another one that's a lot like Horizon, and you know, I wouldn't say I'm a Sony fanboy, but Sony is my preferred console, and I want to like everything they put out, but sometimes I just don't, and this is one of those ones where I just didn't. I tried. I actually started doing on my YouTube channel, I started doing like a playthrough of it, and I probably got about 15 hours, 10 to 15 hours in, and it's just boring. It's repetitive. It's the same thing over and over. So yeah, I just wasn't a fan of this game. I didn't finish it, but I wasn't a fan of it, what I played. It got really boring to me. Minecraft's on everything. Shouldn't need to say anything more about it, really. But I did have a lot of fun with this. I played with a friend online. We built our own city and stuff. I play with my son a lot on here. Minecraft's great. I haven't given this, Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan. I'm a huge Turtles fan. I've been waiting for, Shredder's Revenge is coming out soon, and that's what I'm waiting for. This game got really good reviews, so I figured I would give it a shot. I loaded it up. I started it. I didn't get very far. I don't like the art style at all, so I don't know if I can get through this game. It's not lighting so bad. Yeah, I think this will help. Yeah, that kind of helps. So yeah, I don't know. I want to go back because I'm a huge Turtles fan, so I probably will go back and finish this game, but I never finished it. I started it, never finished it. It happens. I actually have a second copy of Injustice. Actually, I don't. So here's the thing. If you have duplicate copies and you don't want to sell them on eBay, you can trade in your copy and just take the disc to them, and then I keep this case as a backup case. If I have a case break, I just use this case. So that shouldn't even be in the collection video. Jedi Fallen Order. I did platinum this game. This is a Dark Souls-esque type of Star Wars game. It's really great. There are some bugs, I'm not going to lie. There's some glitches, there's some bugs. But really enjoyable game. Really difficult at times, especially depending on the difficulty you play it on. I played it on hard, and I had a tough time. There is another difficulty above that, which is really tough. But this game is really fun, and the story is really great. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of the ending, but I'm not going to talk about that. Tearaway Unfolded. I haven't played the PS4 version right here, but I did play the Vita version. I did beat the Vita version. I bought this because I knew I would like it, and I really bought it for my son because I don't have the Vita version anymore, so I sold my Vita collection a while ago, which was stupid. But yeah, Tearaway's great. Tearaway's really creative, really great. Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition. I was so hyped for this game, first-person shooter. We get our Battlefront back, and it was great. The problem is they didn't give us many maps, and then a lot of it was DLC, and that really pissed me off. So yeah, kind of sour about that one. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Super hyped about this game. I almost platinumed it. I have like 2 trophies left to platinum this game. And this is a really hard platinum. Like I'm hours and hours and hours in. Great games. Love the Tony Hawk games. Titanfall 2, I haven't played this yet. I bought it because it was cheap. It was under $10, and I hear like this is the one to play that has actually a solid story, single player campaign. So I'm gonna get around to this, but I haven't yet, so I can't really give any impressions on it. Uncharted: The Nathan Drake Collection. Uncharted is probably one of my favorite franchises of all time. I played them on the PS3. I played Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on the PS3. I did go back when I bought this, and I played Uncharted 1 and got the Platinum in it. I wanted to do the other ones, but I just never got around to it. The Platinums in these are kind of time-consuming, but I did get the first Platinum. I'll tell you right now, this might be controversial. We'll go ahead and grab Uncharted 4 as well. So, Uncharted 4 is great, but I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, it's 2, 3, 4, and then 1. That's how I rank them. A lot of people say 3 is their favorite or 4 is their favorite. They're all amazing games. Great. But 2 is definitely my favorite. Amazing games. If you have not played the Uncharted games and you have a PS4, please buy these. You will not be disappointed. The Witcher 3. I'm going to upset a lot of people with this. So, I'm not a Witcher fan. I've tried. I've tried so many times, okay? I love Skyrim, and I've tried. I get a couple hours in, and I lose interest. I think this game is just too big for me. Maybe that's it. I mean, it's an amazing-looking game. I love the mechanics. Like, it's a really solid game. I should love this game, but I just don't. I can't get into this game, and I've tried it and tried it and tried it and tried it. And maybe it's just because I know deep down that I don't have time. I don't have the time to put into this game, and maybe that's what it is. But I'm only got a few hours in. A couple times I've tried. The Wolf Among Us. I like the Telltale games. They do get repetitive and after a while, but The Wolf Among Us was really unique. Amazing story. I love the story in this game. If you had to pick one Telltale game, I would say either go with the original Walking Dead one or The Wolf Among Us. Really great Telltale games. Quantic Dreams Collection. So this is another one that I got. Another tip for when you go to GameStop, you can do buy 2, get 1 free. So this is 2 games, right? No, it's 1. This is 1 game. So when I got the Final Fantasy VII, this was the other one I got, and then I got another game with it as well. So I actually got 4 games because this is 2 games, but this only counts as 1. So keep that in mind. Anyway, Heavy Rain I played on the PS3. Phenomenal game. It has to do with, you play... It's really weird, and it was really innovative for the time, and it's Sony exclusive. But you play as a dad, and your son gets kidnapped, and you don't know where he is, and there's the origami killer. He's a serial killer, and you have to pretty much make decisions to figure out who he is. And there's at times where the game may make you think that you're the one actually doing it. So it's an amazing game. If you haven't played Heavy Rain, please play Heavy Rain. The controls and the graphics might not hold up the best, but the story is so good. I have not played Beyond Two Souls. That's the only one I haven't played on here. I did play Detroit Become Human and did finish that. That's a really awesome game too. That has to do with like you play as a android, and it's pretty much like the androids are being treated like garbage. So you have to decide whether you want to side with the humans or side with the androids. And it's all decision-based games. These are so really, really good collection to pick up. I do plan on trying Beyond Two Souls. Lego Jurassic World. I love the Lego games. This is no exception. I love this game as well. Did not platinum it. I did beat it, though. Neo 2. I bought Neo 2. We'll get into Sekiro here in a little bit. But I bought Neo 2 because I played Sekiro and loved it so much. And I heard that this is similar. There's too much going on here, man. There's the menu system is just too robust for me. The upgrades, everything, it's just too much. So I didn't get very far into this game. I got it really cheap. I got it for $5. I'm thinking about honestly selling it or trading it because I just never plan on playing this game. And I don't like keeping games that I'm never going to play. Like the games I haven't played yet, I do plan on getting to. This one, I don't plan on it. So I might get rid of this game. Spider-Man. This is a really, really good game. This is an amazing game. I did beat and platinum this game. It's so good. I don't even know how to put it into words. The story, it could be a lot better. The story is really boring for like the first 2/3 of the game, and on the last third, it really picks up and becomes just this whole nother game. But the mechanics in this game are just so spot on. If you've not played Spider-Man on the PS4, it's really cheap now, and it's a must-play. Lego Star Wars, another Lego game. I did beat this one. I didn't platinum it, but I did beat it, and it's a really solid Lego game. Mad Max, haven't played this yet. This is one I picked up, to buy 2 get 1 free, and I don't know. I kind of just went off of the cover. I haven't really looked at any reviews or anything, so let me know if it's something I should really check out, but I think one day I might get around to playing it. Same thing with this one, Mafia Definitive Edition. I've never played any of the Mafia games, and I've always heard people ramp them up. This came out, and it was really cheap. Like, I think it was new for, I don't know, like $15 or something. I was like, well, I might as well start with the first Mafia if I want to dive down this rabbit hole, and this is a definitive version. So I haven't tried it yet, but it's definitely on my list. Mass Effect on Andromeda. This is not my game. This is my wife's game. We were at GameStop, and she wanted to try one of the Mass Effects. She picked this. I know nothing about Mass Effect. I'm not a Mass Effect fan at all. So that's the only reason why it's in here. Medieval. You can see it's still sealed. I bought this last Halloween to play with my son. We downloaded the demo on the PS4. We played it, and it was good. I played it on the PS1 back in the day, I believe. So yeah, it's still sealed. Maybe next October we'll get around to playing it, but I definitely plan on playing the game, maybe platinuming it as well. The Order 1886. I just recently picked this up. I know it's an old game. I bought it off a friend. It's actually really good. Like, it gets a lot of hate, and I understand some of the hate. It can get boring and repetitive. But, I platinumed it. It's an easy platinum. There's some risky stuff in here, like there's nudity and stuff in here, but it's definitely not kid-friendly at all, but I really enjoyed it for what it's worth. I mean, if you can pick this game up for like $15 or less, I think it's definitely worth the play, and it's not a long game either. Ratchet and Clank. This one's really good. Play this with my kids. We're currently playing Ratchet and Clank on the PS5 right now, but this is a really, really good PS4 version. I think it's a remake, I guess, of the first one is what it's supposed to be. Solid game. All the Ratchets are really great. Resident Evil 2. I have not played this remake yet. I played the originals back in the day with my dad. Well, I should say my dad played them and I watched them because I was so young. But I do plan on playing this. I'd like to play the originals again for myself. So that's why I picked it up. And I haven't got the third one yet, but it's getting cheap, so I'll probably pick that up soon. Resident Evil 7. I did play this game. I didn't finish it, though. I started playing it a couple hours in. I was still working on it, and then I got Resident Evil 8 for the PS5, so now I'm working on that, so it's a whole thing. But, yeah, really great for what I played. I mean, they switched it to first person, and it is really scary. It's a lot of jump scares, a lot of creepy vibes. If you like that kind of stuff, these newer Resident Evil games are really good. Here we go, Sekiro. So, this game is really hard, but this game, in my opinion, and I haven't played, I'm not a Demon Souls guy, I'm not a Souls guy at all. I didn't even like Bloodborne. You won't even see it on this list. I actually own Bloodborne, but a friend of mine is borrowing it. Sekiro was great, man. I got into Sekiro, and this one just clicked with me. I couldn't put it down. I sunk like 96 hours into this game. I platinumed it. It's hard as hell, but it's so rewarding. And if you have the patience, I really recommend picking this game up. It's a really, really good game. South Park Fractured But Whole, and this actually includes a Stick of Truth. I played the Stick of Truth on the PS3, and then I played this one. I prefer Stick of Truth. But this is a really, really funny game as well. It's really great. The Stick of Truth is more like it's a turn-based combat. This is turn-based as well, but it's on a grid system. So that's the only thing I didn't like. They kind of changed the combat system up in this, but man, the South Park games are so great. Spyro Collection. So I was working on platinuming all the Spyro games. I did platinum the first one, started the second one, and that's about as far as I got. These are great. If you love Spyro, these look great. Definitely worth picking up. All right, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. This is a really great kart racer. I don't play it online. I don't play it online at all because I'm not that great, but I do play it with my kids sometimes. So, really fun kart racer. Need for Speed Rivals. I think, was this a launch game? It was close to launch. So, this game, I did beat this game. It's really fun. You can play as the cop or the car, and it has its own story mode and everything. Great Need for Speed game. If you're into that, it's great. Outer Worlds. Fantastic game by Obsidian. This is the same people, I think, who made my favorite Fallout game, which is New Vegas. And I love this game. It's not like overly long. Like when you get to the end, you're kind of ready for it to be, not that you're ready for it to be over, but it's a decent length. It's not crazy long like some of the other Fallout games. Yeah, I really like this game. There's a little bit of like stuff thrown in there that kind of suggests things and all this stuff. They're very vague about certain characters, positions on things and stuff like that, but it is a really great game either way. I didn't platinum it because the platinum's kind of crazy, but really fun game. Lego Hobbit. I have not one Lego game I haven't played. So someone got me this for Christmas years ago, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And I know I'll love it because I love the Lego games, and I love Lord of the Rings. So Cyberpunk. This game went cheap. Man, it went real cheap. So I got Cyberpunk from Best Buy for $10 or $15, something like that. I think it was $15. It came with a steel book and an art book and some other stuff. I'm about 5 hours in, and it is good, but it is getting boring. I'm actually just to the part where Keanu Reeves comes into the picture, and it's fun. I hope that I can get through this game. I hope that I can finish it out so I can see the story through, but it is getting a little boring. It is, and there are some glitches that are kind of like, not game-breaking, but they're just annoying, to say the least. But I do plan on maybe finishing that game one day. Oh, another Lego game that I haven't finished. I did start this. I bought this for me and my son to play, and for what we played, it was really, really good. So, another Lego game. So I got this from Limited Run not long ago, Super Meat Boy. I had Super Meat Boy on the PC, and that's where I played it. Limited Run is really great if you guys don't know about Limited Run. So they do digital games, and they release them on a disc, and they sell them to you for an upcharge. They usually come with cool stuff, like they come with posters and stuff like that. And every game that they put out comes with an actual manual, and this one's really cool. Like this one actually goes through, like, there's a comic strip here, and it goes through like who Meat Boy is. It tells you like his whole backstory, and then like who this boss, Lil Slugger, he's the boss from chapter 1, and it gives you like a whole breakdown of like him, and Little Horn, like it gives you a breakdown of all the bosses and like their backstory and stuff. And it's like, and those are the guys who created the game, and it's like, dude, like this is like what we would get back in the day that we don't get anymore, and it's cool that there's a company still honoring that for people. So like this game I think was like $35, and then you got to pay shipping, so maybe $40. But I mean, look at it. It's I have a disc, I have a case. The cover art is freaking awesome. I have a manual, like, so yeah, I haven't beat it yet. I'm on the second to last world, so getting close. Really fun game. Red Dead Redemption 2. I love Red Dead Redemption 1. I don't know which one I would put at the top. This game is freaking amazing. It's long, I'm not gonna lie. It is, be ready for a long game. But man, the story in this game is so good. I mean, it's just so good. I can't really I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but this game is up there. This game is up there as well. Ghost of Tsushima. Man, Sucker Punch really outdid themselves with this game. The graphics in this game are the best I've ever seen in any video game. The colors are so vibrant. The combat is so good. The difficulty is just right. This is a very enjoyable game to play. I did platinum this game, and I can't wait for a second one. It Takes Two. I got this for my son for Christmas. It's still sealed. We haven't played it yet. But I got this for him. I figured we could do a co-op playthrough. I think you have to play co-op, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this game's gonna be. A lot of people like it, and it was cheap, and figured we could play it together. I also bought this game for my son. He likes this Netflix show, and this game is not rare, but it was kind of hard to find. It's pretty good. Like, I started playing it with him. There's co-op in it, and it's got different like gameplay styles, but it's mostly top-down shooter. But it's really good. Actually, this is a really solid game, actually. Knack 2. I have Knack 1 floating around somewhere. I couldn't find it for the video, but I do have Knack 1 and I have Knack 2. Knack is, Knack 1 was a launch title for PS4, and so I wish I had it for this video, but I don't know if I loaned it to somebody or what, but Knack it's a solid, let me rephrase that. It's a mediocre 3D platformer, pretty much. It's not bad. It's not great. It doesn't do anything great. It is a decent game. They're fun to play through. Knack 2 is much better than Knack 1, I'll say that. Need for Speed Heat. I actually bought this for my son. I'm a Need for Speed fan myself, but he's been playing it a ton. I haven't gotten around to playing it at all, but yeah, I don't know. He seems to like it, so. Same thing with this game. This is my son's game he got for Christmas. Riders Republic he wanted. He was playing it a couple weeks ago, and I went in there and started playing it with him because the PS4 is in his room now since I have the PS5 up here. It seems pretty fun. It's pretty much all open world, and you can choose like all these different bikes and skis and jetpacks and glider suits and all kinds of stuff. And you do these different events to earn new stuff pretty much. It seems pretty cool. And then Gang Beast. I bought this for my son as well. We play it multiplayer quite a bit. It's really fun. It's kind of a quirky little co-op game. Fun game. But that's pretty much it for my PS4 collection. The only other one that I wanted to mention that I played a ton of games digitally. I get them through the PS Plus. But the one that I really wanted to mention in this video is Cuphead, which I bought digitally because I can't buy it physically. And Cuphead is a phenomenal game. If you haven't played Cuphead, I'm a physical collector, obviously, but buy the game digital and play it. Cuphead is fantastic. I did platinum Cuphead as well. So yeah, that's pretty much my PS4 collection. Stay tuned for more collection videos. Thanks.